Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and today we are doing the UFC 313 prediction. Alex Pereira versus Agalog Alkalive. This is going to be a crazy one. This is really good, really good card. We're going to go through it. Like you guys know, we do main card predictions only, but we check through to see if there's any sleeper fights. I think the sleeper fight is probably going to be Curtis Blaydes and Rizvan. I think Curtis Blaydes is kind of like proving that he should be one of the top. He's just taking fights left, right, and center. I think this will be a good fight. This should be a good fight too. Joshua Van versus Ray Joshua. That's also pretty good. There's a lot of good fights. I would say those are the super fights there for this card. Those two, watch those super fights in the prelim. We always do those if there is. I would say those two are pretty competitive. Go watch those. Now let's get into the main card prediction. We start with King Green, which if you've watched these predictions before, it's Bobby Green. I don't like that he changed his name, against Mauricio Rufy. Now he's with the Fighting Nerds and he's got a weird crazy style. I have a bet running for 4 of the main card fights and I can win a decent chunk of cash, so I need Ruffy to win. So my prediction is for Ruffy to win this one. I think they do this with Bobby. They threw Paddy against him to test kind of the up and comers, and I think this is exactly what's happening here. They're testing Ruffy with Bobby to see if they can stand like a tough opponent, because Bobby is one of the toughest guys to go through. If you can get through Bobby Green, then yeah, you're kind of ready to go top 15. So yeah, my prediction, I'm gonna go with Ruffy. I don't know if it will be a knockout or decision. Bobby Green's not that easy to stop, but yeah, either way, I think Ruffy can take this one. The next fight in the main card is Amanda Lemos versus Isla. I'm just gonna say it for a second name, Lucinda. I don't think I've seen her fight. I've seen Amanda Lemos fight before. This fight I didn't take on my bet because it was too close when I was looking at everything. I didn't know who could win. I'm gonna go with what I'm familiar with. I haven't seen Isman. I don't know how to say her first name, but I'm gonna go with Amanda Lemos because I've seen her fight and she's pretty good. She's a strong competitor. So like I said, I don't know much about her counterpart here. So I'm going to have to go with what I know. I'm going to go with Amanda Lemos to win this one. Now, for the third fight of the evening, for the main card, Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. I butchered that up. I'm sorry, but I butchered your last name. The last time I think we saw him fight was on UFC Nocha, and he won by knockout. It was a pretty good fight. It was a crazy good fight. Jalen Turner, he's no scrub though. I have Jalen Turner on my bet, so I need Jalen Turner to win this fight. I am predicting for Jalen Turner to win because I don't want to put no bad luck on my bet. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Jalen here, the tarantula. I think he needs like a win back because I think he's lost. His last fight he lost to Dan Hooker. I think that was his last fight. So yeah, he's gonna want to get back in the win column, and I think he's gonna do it in this fight. So I'm gonna go with Jalen on this one. A co-main event of the evening, Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fitzel. Now, this was originally supposed to be Dan Hooker, which I think that would have been crazy, but Dan broke his hand, so fortunately he couldn't do the fight. This is a rematch. I'm pretty sure Rafael's not done another fight since their first fight, and Gaethje is the underdog. I thought Gaethje dominated the first fight. I think it was a very competitive fight. It was pretty close, but Gaethje did enough, in my opinion, throughout the I think it was a 5-round fight if I remember correctly, to just clearly get a straightforward victory. I think it's gonna kind of go the same way. I don't see it changing unless Rafael's done some serious work. Like, we haven't seen him in so long. Maybe he's changed up and he's learned and he knows exactly how to beat Justin now. And a lot of people online are saying the last time we saw Justin, he got absolutely flatlined by Max Holloway. So maybe that's going to play an effect. I don't know, but I'm going to go with Justin Gaethje. part of my bet, so I need him to win. He's the underdog, surprisingly, for this fight. I didn't think he'd be the underdog, but yeah, I'm going with Justin Gaethje. I think this fight could end in a knockout this time. I don't know if it goes all the way. It's a 3-round. I think it's a 3-round fight, not a 5-round fight. And it could go the distance, but I think someone's gonna get a finisher. I won't be surprised if Rafael beats Justin. He's pretty good. He was one of my favorite fighters. He's been too inactive, so I think this for him would be a great fight to come back, win, and then he's in the question for title shots again. So either way, I don't really mind, but like for the sake of my bet, I'll go with Justin, and I do think Justin Gaethje, he's already beat him once. He can probably do it again. Now for the main event of the evening, Alex Pereira versus Mohamed Ankalaev. I think it's a pretty straightforward bet. Last time Ankalaev versus someone that had decent leg kicks, he got absolutely pieced up, and Alex Pereira is known to have crazy leg kicks. You don't even see them coming. I think that's gonna happen. Ankalaev is saying that he's not gonna wrestle. Everyone thinks he's gonna wrestle. You will wrestle if you feel like you're losing the fight. We haven't seen Alex Pereira deal with a really good wrestler, so I don't know what's gonna happen if that does happen. Alex is saying that he's prepared for wrestling and he's got something special planned if he tries to take him down. Gonna have to wait and see. But if they do stand and fight with those leg kicks and just the sheer power that he has in his hands, I think it's an easy win for, I wouldn't say easy, I think easy is the wrong word to use, but I think it's a comfortable win. I don't see it going all the way. I think Pereira will knock him out. It's just when. I think it will go later rounds because I think he's going to work the damage with these kicks. And once the damage is kicked in and the legs are starting to hurt, that's when mistakes will start happening, because I think that's when he'll get desperate, and I think that's when he's going to go to wrestling and he might make a mistake or two and he'll get caught because he's going to get desperate. That's my prediction for this fight. This one was more in depth than the other ones because that's just what I feel is going to happen, and I think Alex will win by knockout. That's my prediction for this fight. And if you didn't realize, Alex is also part of my bet. So I bet for 4 guys, and those are the 4 guys I bet for. But yeah, that's my prediction for it. Let me know in the comments down below what your prediction is. Before I forget, I forgot to give this a stack meter. I don't think this card is as stacked as what the other ones. I do think it's a little bit of a step up than the last event. I'll give this one maybe a 7.5 out of 10. I think these are all really good fights, but they're not like, the star name is not up there for me. But I have seen the other cards that are coming up soon. Those cards are bangers. But anyway, that's going to be it for the video. Let me know in the comments down below who you have winning the fights. What are your predictions? And yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.